It started when they took and hitched a boiler to a wheel and made the mechanism run along on rails of steel. But there were lots of people who would never ride the train. They said it was the devil's work and chanted this refrain: I'm gonna walk on the ground like the good Lord intended, like it meant for me and meant for you. I'm gonna walk on the ground like the good Lord intended, like the good Lord intended us to do. It wasn't long before they figured out a way to fly, and there were airplanes zooming every which way in the sky. Folks said if man was meant to fly, he'd have a pair of wings. You'll never get me up in one of them confounded things. I'm gonna ride on the train like the good Lord intended, like it meant for me and meant for you. I'm gonna ride on the train like the good Lord intended, like the good Lord intended us to do. But trains and planes were just a-startin' pretty doggone soon. They had a rocket ship just pointing straight up at the moon. Folks laughed and called it crazy, and they hollered at the crew, you'll never get it off the ground, and even if you do, I'm gonna fly in a plane like the good Lord intended, like it meant for me and meant for you. I'm gonna fly in a plane like the good Lord intended, like the good Lord intended us to do. They're gone now, all those things at which the people used to scoff. And so are all the people since that cobalt bomb went off. There's just a handful of us left to start the world anew. And we've agreed on one thing that we all are gonna do. We're gonna walk on the ground like the good Lord intended, like it meant for me and meant for you. We're gonna walk on the ground like the good Lord intended, like the good Lord intended us to do. She's the girl from the fourth dimension. We met once, as I recall. I gave her my close attention when she came walking through my wall. She's the girl from the fourth dimension. One kiss and my toes were curled. Our affair was too brief to mention, for she lived in another world. Other girls have height and width and breadth, but that is all. She had something extra, extra dimensional. No, she's back in the fourth dimension. It's better this way, you see, 'cause I only have 3 dimensions. She could never be happy with me. She could never be happy with me. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, when they drop that bomb. Crawl out through the fallout with the greatest of aplomb. When your white count's getting higher, hurry, don't delay. I'll hold you close and kiss those radiation burns away. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms. Through the rain of strontium-90. Think about your hero when you're at ground zero, and crawl out through the fallout back to me. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, you know what I mean. Crawl out through the fallout, 'cause they said this bomb was clean. If you cannot find the way, just listen for my song. I'll love you all your life, although that may not be too long. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms, while those ICBMs keep us free. When you hear me call out, baby, kick the wall out and crawl out through the fallout back to me. 'Cause you'll be the only girl in the world. Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Well, close the airlocks, fire the jets. I'll leave this earth with no regrets. To find a place that ain't so square, I'm gonna dig the jazz they got up there. I'm gonna rock it to the moon. I'm gonna rock it to the moon. I'm gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. I'm gonna make a stop on cloud number 9. Baby, you know I'll be feeling fine, just as happy as I can be. Ain't gonna be nobody high as me. We're gonna rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. Well, the sky is clear and the moon is bright. Baby, I'm gonna fly tonight. Stand well back and watch the show. I'm gonna press this button and away we go. We're gonna rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock it to the moon. We're gonna rock, 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 rock. Radioactive mama, hold me tight. Radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, we'll reach critical mass tonight. Well, when we get together, clear away the crowd. There won't be nothing left except a mushroom-shaped cloud. Radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, we'll reach critical mass tonight. Well, your kisses do things to me in oh so many ways. I feel them going through me, all those gamma, gamma rays. Radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, we'll reach critical mass tonight. Since I kissed you, baby, that evening in the park, I lost my hair and eyebrows and my teeth shine in the dark. Radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, We'll reach critical mass tonight. Schizophrenic baby, I love both of you. Schizophrenic baby, say you love me too. You too. Now when our romance has just begun, I know when everything's said and done, I'm getting two for the price of one. What fun! Schizophrenic baby, all my whole life through, you will hear me saying, I love both of you. I do. Baby, how happy we're gonna be, living together contentedly, you and your split personality and me. Schizophrenic baby, I've got news for you. Schizophrenic baby, I'm a schizo too. Me too. My alter ego and you and me, and your alter ego, we all will be engaged in a new group activity, you'll see. Baby, let's make it unanimous, just us. Hark to my tale of a very tragic love, most grievous to relate. Two star-crossed lovers with a perfect love they could not consummate. Their love was constant, their love was true, but of passion it was devoid. For he was a univac, Mark II, and she was an XF1 humanoid. She gazed at him and a tear was in her eye. To her love was denied. Her lover stood for mighty stories high, and he was 1 block wide. How could they do the impossible? How could their love be enjoyed when he was a univac, Mark II, and she was an XF1 humanoid? And each to each on wavelengths ultra high, they whispered secretly of transistors and gears and shafts and cams and printed circuitry. And so time passed for the two of them in the place where they were employed, where he was a univac, Mark II, and she was an XF1 humanoid. Oh, hush your sobs, my pretty little miss, and dry those oily tears. You know that robots can't afford to cry, for it surely rusts their gears. You must give up all these thoughts of love, though it leave you an aching void. Give up on this univac, Mark II, and find you an XM1 humanoid. careful of what you say. Be careful in every way. Be careful of what you do. Big Brother is watching you. Be circumspect and discreet. Stay light on your mental feet. One slip and you know you're through. Big Brother is watching you. Conform with all directives. Remember, obedience pays. And when you watch that TV screen, remember it works both ways. You'll disappear in a wink unless you can double think. You'll vanish into the blue. Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is watching you. Conform with all directives. Remember, obedience pays. And when you watch that TV screen, remember it works both ways. You'll disappear in a wink unless you can double think. You'll vanish into the blue. Big Brother is watching you. 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 The distance to the farthest star is known to be immense, and yet I make a wishing 'cause my wish is so intense. The light years go by like the pickets on a picket fence in the space opera. The aliens attack us and they push the ship off course. I grab a coil of wire and the front shoe of a horse. 2 bottle caps, a magnet, and we've got a wall of force in the space opera. The galaxy menaced by monsters who drive through us invincibly. And only one man has the answer. The man who can save us is me. Because of radiation at my birth I was a sport, a speeded up mutation of the finer, cleaner sort. I wasn't really born, they poured me out of a retort in the space opera. In the space opera. In the space opera. In the space opera. We've got extrasensory perception. It makes our love unique. There isn't any doubt or question. When into your mind I can peek. Not with extrasensory perception. Our love will grow and grow. You won't have to worry or wonder. Just look in my head and you'll know. You'll know the secrets that are in my heart. You'll know the reason and the rhyme. We'll be together when we're far apart. Baby, you'll be with me all the time. With extrasensory perception, our love will be refined. Since our affair had its inception, I can't get you out of my mind. There is no chance of a deception. How dull it's gonna be. Let's go find 2 normal people. Baby, stop thinking at me. What was that you thought? Crawl out through the fallout, baby, when they drop that bomb. Crawl out through the fallout with the greatest of aplomb. When your white count's getting higher, hurry, don't delay. I'll hold you close and kiss those radiation burns away. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms, through the rain of strontium-90. Think about your hero when you're at ground zero, and crawl out through the fallout back to me. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, you know what I mean.